Look, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that is not a battle I am going to win.
Hey, Aaron. I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure.
Aloy, I'm glad to see you're okay. I heard you gave the Tanakh something. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling.
Sorry to disappoint. Have you talked to any of our new...
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prat...
Charming, isn't he? Ready to head over?
Whatever comes?
Thoughts on our new...
I'd say she smells like death, but even death... She's more like a cold piece of...
She's... I have to...
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that...
Thanks.
Hey.
Wish I could say even Regala.
Yeah.
Right. I guess Silence is keep...
I was hoping you'd give me an excuse to hammer his...
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on it after everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Doesn't look like...
Yet. So, I've been busting my balls.
Don't worry. They'll be getting all the...
Looking forward.
You,
I tried. I don't think... And you say she wants...
I think so. I better get go...
Oh, you know where...
You know, I saw... Does this mean we're ready?
Almost. Are you...
I was wondering. She seems angry.
Don't worry. We're going to... Zeniths.
If you say...
You sure you're okay? I know things must...
Nah, I've already braved ocean. Why not a few immortals with...
Guess the more... I hope our new guest...
This Silence... He's the one who...
He is. He refuses to dole out his secrets to...
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us... Yeah. I suppose you saw that Tilda's...
I almost went up to her. Every diviner I know would kill to get... But now that she's here, I don't know if I'm scared of... Probably both.
I need...
I'll be ready.
Did you need something? Bravo, you managed to swing.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was...
There's always... But that's not why you're here.
Since when were you...
Since you turned this modest success.
Okay, so your big plan... Everything you've been You learned about the Zeniths from Hades. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them. And to get the Tanakhs to or rather the Sons of Prometheus.
Did you have an actual question, or are you...
So all this time, even before I found the... Why couldn't you just...
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plan. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tanakhs to assault the Zenith base. The casual... And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means...
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
From across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. For someone to live as long as she had, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for them.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
I'm, gonna clean my gear one. I can do yours.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove.
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten. I would say that
Thank you.
it is I.
Your people keep mentioning...
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on for us. It is why the challengers leap into the... And now, like the deeds of... So?
I won't lie.
I can only...
Look, I know you, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves.
Thank you, Kata. Things will get ugly once the Zenith...
I would have it. Many soldiers died in the old... Though, I am curious how...
Leave that to me.
As you say.
Did you meet...
There is something... I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and...
Honestly, with her... I have to go.
Understood.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through. The coming battle won't be easy.
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of this.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. And then I met Liz. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. I think Liz felt the same way at first. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less, when I wanted more.
So helping me. Restoring...
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. So when I saw you, a woman, I knew I had to help you. To do...
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths.
Out of necessity. Both when Earth was consumed and when the cult... I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one, hence the data channel with Beta. The secret path.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest...
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her I thought if she could experience from a heritage every bit as valuable... I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll...
Why do you think Elizabeth...
I've wondered that. She was brilliant. Vision. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. I think, in the end, she had a core that she...
I found a recording of you after Far Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes.
She said... I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? Thank you for telling me. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not...
When it's time to break in...
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your... Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First, for use in the base's infrastructure.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island.
It was likely ferrying material. After hundreds of years, luxuriating, disaster can strike it.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named
Stanley. When we established our colony, he lights, shows, and while others cloistered themselves...
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make...
No, he perished. when he would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zenith. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd, Verbena inherited her billions. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette. Someone who leverages their...
What?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even Rat...
So, Eric...
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military. Even as governments abandoned human, he found success with clientele. There were also rumors that he personal. But on Sirius, he retreated. In them, he could go on rampages as violent.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the...
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him.
What can you tell me about...
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly...
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a but beneath that exterior, it was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital ed, while we were painted as her benefit.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough.
I would very much like to see his...
Okay, so I've had run-ins with
an array of the wealthiest people.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance, and I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her. But then there were others like Devin Miller. His only real preoccupations were, when I think about all of us, we really
Okay.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me that. My past has always been a struggle. I see Liz's dream fulfilled.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will.
Before I forget, I watered those plants.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. And as for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No outlander can... And then a Karja messenger was brought. That's when I knew. I had to run my corpse to the gates of the...
What happened when the Karja messenger...
A quivering priest bore a message. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress a true Tenakth. Their blood exists to be spilled. But he showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just enough. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid. So with an army of soldiers, the day you got in my way.
The deal you made. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing. My agreement was with the Asarama Sera and her sons of...
So all this time, you didn't even know and you trusted an outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have... But she spoke with the same burning hatred. And she offered me the chance to run them down. The terror in your enemy's eye. I bet you've...
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victory. But because of you...
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives. Are you really going to fight alone?
I have no reason to betray.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro. Failed to eliminate you. The Karja remain. All I have left are the screams of... So show me where to bury it.
All right.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see. But if I'm to die, then it might as well be with the one who flew.
I'll let you know when it's time. Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. and then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Into the Zenith base.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off. I can hear.
Varro made the right call.
Thanks. I was, so he sat me, Vala, Ursa.
You know, we never did get that, and you never told me exactly how your sister...
I guess we never got round to it.
If...
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality. You know, besides, it goes with my...
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. You think it's time for us to find...
Yeah? Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, for what? To die as thinking somehow that was gonna appease. And when it was Ursa's, the Carja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine.
Oh, but she did.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the mad Sun King was impressed. He enjoyed it.
I remember you telling me that's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Carja scroll will ever... He knew their best chance was to get her. He got her everything she needed to disguise herself.
I get the feeling she...
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out, but Avad insisted it was the only way. Avad had to dress up...
She made Avad...
as perfumed and powdered as a babe.
That would,
Oh, I worked like a charm. They paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the board.
You were...
All good stories.
I guess...
I'll see you at the...
I wouldn't have it... I hope everybody's ready.
Aloy, at least...
Thanks. You and Aaron's...
He may have terrible taste in music, and that ale he keeps... I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our...
Try not to... Everyone here...
You know... He realized I was having troubles. To be honest, I think we both... So... He brought up this hologram of Earth that... We sat there. Just how every corner of it must be... And any fears I had about her... I miss him terribly.
I know. I should go.
Before you do...
What is it?
You place this focus in my care. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my...
So...
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
Let's just try to all come... You nervous?
I'd be lying.
The plan will...
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of it, but you'll have to be...
What?
I don't know. I want you to know I'm...
Whatever happens, I never thought I'd get...
Come on, do I look that old? Katala will protect you inside the Zenith.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will if we die doing so. At least...
I'd rather you both stay alive.
We'll try.
Once all this is over...
I don't know. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this, or what they'd do to me for reading what is... Even so, would I be willing to be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them, or losing...
Who's this?
She... We used to be rivals. I hated her guts. But apparently, we became very close. She promised...
Well, that was smart of her.
I don't know.
I do. I need to...
I'll be at the... My truth...
So...
I do not know everything. All that remains is to follow...
Thank you, Katala.
You brought us together. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back before we leave on our...
Right.
Thank you.
We didn't really get to talk about what...
There was no... If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him among the most distinguished of our tribe's war. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers...
I'm sure he'd be honored. Now that training time is over...
The Bulwark, the Cool...
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
I'll see you soon.
It will be...
Welcome back, Aloy. Would you like to continue?
You said before that you're...
Out of both when I did what... Hence... I'll be...
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space slugs down.
So, something else?
I'll be...
As you wish.
Come to rattle the cage.
That's all for...
Leave.
Oh. I guess there's more machinery in here. It might have had something to do with the facility's operations. Looks like a power cell could fit here. The vault. I found a locked door behind the vent in the basement. I wonder if that's it. Okay, my console has power now. This must have been Beta's private room. From the looks of this data, Hephaestus tried multiple times to hack into the repair bay. But doesn't look like it succeeded. Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy,
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
as long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Good primer with plasma.
Don't get that stuff on you. Not fear. I heard that crunch from here. Hey, look, you need this. Let's smash it. I think we got him.
I think you're right.
Find anything?
Yeah.
cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way. Can we please leave the cave now?
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose.
Acid will do a lot of damage.
It's here when you want it.
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Firing!
Hit the weak spot. Let's dance.
How's that some decent?
Better than any Oseram.
Tired yet?
Yep. Yeah. Clear those weeds.
With who?
These Spectres are good sports!
We can take this one, Aloy! Keep moving!
Hey, just here.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gulf.
I hate Stormbirds. But I guess that, yeah, dead one's handy enough.
Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah. Good times.
More Spectres. I'll attack with you. Oh! Look at that thing fizzing away. Smack! Hey! How about you shoot it with its own weapon? That one. Hey, you want me to hit you again?
Broke it off. think that's all of them.
Show that piece of junk.
Let's push on.
Any good loot?
A little. Here, up this rock. We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
Well, I'm trying not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
As fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of. How many specters do the Zeniths have?
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure. Come on, up the slab.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Alva and Katalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps, with the Apollo database.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it? That
We
a
had to do all
big rock
this
might give
climbing.
us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha. We got ourselves a bonfire.
some parts. This way.
Big jump. To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
By the blood of the Ten!
Get the fumes in your eyes. Let's track that loose later.
Oh, good work, everyone. Let's go.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
This way, demon! Ah! This is the death I was promised. Go!
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Katalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, what? Die, machine, filth! Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network!
Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
You got some unfinished business, little girl. I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Felt that, didn't ya?
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Erend? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are... astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
No!
I've heard that before.
I can endure. You cannot.
Some damage.
Strike now! Give up now!
Armor's up! I can target its gold plating. Oh, that thing's fast.
This world is finished! We must leave together!
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along?
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. The courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. find the path we lost. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I'm broken, if I'm torn, a wave inside my soul.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need. Are we gonna be able to fix the biosphere? With Hephaestus back out in the wild?
With its escape to the global Cauldron network, Hephaestus has resumed its operations and increased its security protocols. I am already formulating options to recontain it. Additionally, I will utilize the capabilities of my remaining subordinate functions and make every effort to stave off collapse of the biosphere. I am certain it will gain us some time.
Sounds good.
Reinitialization in progress. I will inform you when it is complete. Hello, Aloy.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
I'm surprised you're staying in the base. Thought you'd slink away to one of your workshops.
The capabilities of this facility are adequate for now.
Well, make yourself at home, I guess. So you finally got what you always wanted.
Yes. All the knowledge of the Apollo database at our fingertips. At long last. Once Gaia removes the last traces of Zenith code from it, that is. We're entering a brave new world, Aloy. You'd best be ready for it. Hephaestus will undoubtedly design new and deadlier machines now that it's returned to the global Cauldron network.
And we still need it to permanently fix the biosphere.
Perhaps there's another way. Courtesy of Apollo. Time will tell.
Thrall's grave a visit earlier. Back at Gemini, he tried so hard to protect